Is a man not allowed to record a RuneScape commentary while he cooks hamburger helper? It was a very obscure, at this point, C-Nanners reference for those of you who don't get it, a video of his that I liked very much at the time. He was a funny dude. He does a lot of weird stuff now, but I missed his Call of Duty commentaries. Following I had a RuneScape class in middle school story, I wanted to share another story with regards to my experiences in RuneScape back during the original RuneScape 2 days, not old school RuneScape, when it was when it was the new school. So we're talking, when it was live. There wasn't a grand exchange. There wasn't a whole lot of documentation of where you could find stuff, where stuff was, how the game really worked all that much. There was probably a wiki, but it wasn't common for us to know to go check it. And basically the only popular online thing about the game outside of being logged into the game itself was the terrible quality video of the Falador massacre at whatever point that went live. There was, much like with other games, like Pokemon, there were rumors about how you could get Mew or Down B guaranteed you to catch and things like that. RuneScape had its own set of rumors too, and I'm going to share one today, and that is with regards to where dropped items go after they despawn off the overworld. And obviously the most realistic solution is they're literally just deleted off of the game. They're just removed. It's a way to keep the economy going, whatever. But there were some theories going around with, instead of despawning, they get transferred to an admin exclusive world. It was called the Loot World. And it's literally everybody who dies in Wilderness, everybody who dies in the normal game, everybody who died in the Falador Massacre, things like that, all the items and drop parties. If you dropped an item and nobody picked it up and it disappeared, it was sent to, I think it was even called like World Zero or something. That was the Loot World, and only RuneScape admins, only Jagex team members could access it, but then they had access to all sorts of items. So if there were some super special event item that got dropped, they could go through filter and find it and recirculate it back into the game. I'm not really sure what the purpose would be, but it was always an interesting concept. And for whatever reason, it got some of us really excited to, at some point in our lives, be able to access the world. I know that was a thing, when we did skateboarding, we wanted to get sponsored. When we did Pokemon stuff, we wanted to go to professional tournaments. At one point, my friends and I wanted to work for Jagex. So we would have admin and mod rights to the game because mods could just randomly spawn stuff in. They could take down bots. They could do cool stuff. They were a bit more creative with their involvement in the game at the time, and especially whenever the mysterious old man had attacked the bank in Draenor, like that spewed up a lot of creativity along with Falador Massacre about the different ways the world could actually evolve, and never really did. And so we kind of drooled over this concept of working for Jagex at some point or becoming an official moderator. Keep in mind, we were like 12. We were in middle school. Younger than 12, maybe. I don't even remember. We were in middle school. But the idea of getting a position with Jagex so we would have access to this loot world. And we would even draw it out and just like imagine what it'd be like walking through Varrock or Falador or Lumbridge or even just the wilderness and see just piles upon piles of items and cash stacks and runes and gear that we've never seen before. Or that special item that you lost when you died and no one picked up. Interesting concept, not at all that realistic, but I don't know. It's just interesting to see what kind of, it's not technically pre-internet since it was an MMO of a game, but, pre-access to information, rumors about games were. So that was one that came to mind. I'm interested to see if you know of any rumors or similar stories about the game, or other games, I guess, as well, that you'd like to share. I'm always interested in learning more. It's always interesting to see what, kids come up with. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you in the next